Hi guys and welcome to today's unboxing. Today we have the Indian Air Force Boeing 777-300ER by Inflight200. This aircraft is an ex-Air India 777 Victor Tango Alpha Lima Victor which has been converted for VVIP operations for the Government of India. First and foremost, I would like to give a big shout out and a thank you to the Inflight200 team for sending this model to me. I had a great time working with them closely to get this model just as accurate as the real aircraft. Now without further ado, let's begin with the unboxing of this aircraft. I cannot wait for you guys to see this gorgeous model. The model comes in the standard Inflight200 packaging with the aircraft artwork and the blue and orange design. The model itself and its accessories are sandwiched between two styrofoam sheets that keep the model secure and prevent any unwanted movement that could damage the aircraft. Here's the very first look at the model. Now let's check out the accessories that come with it. The first and the most important accessory is the display stand. It's a grey metallic display stand with a plaque that says Bharat, India, the name of the aircraft and the scale of the aircraft model. The styrofoam has a cutout for a collector's card, but unfortunately it is missing for this model. Lastly, of course, we have the detailed landing gear in both the gear up as well as the gear down configuration, which I will show you in just a minute. Now with my gloves on, let's gently pull out the aircraft from the packaging. I'm going to show you a very important part of this model which differentiates it from all other releases of this aircraft by other manufacturers. So if you see the registration of the aircraft, it's K7066, which is the correct Indian Air Force registration for this aircraft. Only for a short period of time when the aircraft was delivered to India did it bear the Victor Tango Alpha Lima Victor registration, which is now permanently changed to a military Kilo 7066 registration. All other manufacturers have released this aircraft in the Victor Tango series registration. Inflight200 is the only one with the military registration. In fact, when you look at the pictures of the actual aircraft and you take a closer look, you can see that the registration Kilo 7066 was always present on the tail but was whited out before the handover to Indian Air Force. Hence, Victor Tango Alpha Lima Victor is no longer in existence, making Inflight200's K7066 the most accurate and up-to-date model in the market. Now let's go back to the unboxing. Here is the magnetic landing gear in the gear up and the gear down configuration. Now let's attach the landing gear onto the aircraft and have a closer look at all the amazing details on this aircraft. The magnets have a strong snap to them, making sure the landing gear is firmly secured to the fuselage, preventing them from falling while the aircraft is displayed on the stand. The main landing gear even tilts, giving it a very realistic feel. Now let's place the aircraft on my 1 to 200 parking bay mat. If you would like to get one for your models as well, I'll leave the details in the description of this video. Now let's begin the section by section detailed review of the right side of the aircraft, starting with the radome, the cockpit windows, the pitot probes, the landing gear along with the landing gear door and the landing lights that have a jewel to them that I will show you in just a minute. Here is the R1 door, which is very detailed. Here is the tricolor of India along with the windows that have the Jharokha print on them in grey. These Jharokha windows have been borrowed from the Air India livery, which have them in red and now are in grey on this aircraft. On the R2 door, we have the state emblem of India along with the title Satyamev Jayate. Here are some static ports and some relief valves. On top of the aircraft, here we have an anti-collision light. Here we have some satellite communication antennas and some more VHF antennas at the back. Here are the titles of the aircraft: Bharat written in the Devanagari script, the emblem of India along with Satyamev Jayate, and India written in English. Here is the bejeweled landing light at the wing root along with the GE9011B engine that comes in great details with a lot of markings on it. On the engine strut, we have the markings for the fire extinguisher along with a very well detailed engine exhaust and the landing gear along with the landing gear doors. Here is the R4 door and here is the cheat line tricolor that runs along the length of the fuselage. Here is the aft cargo door. Here's the R5 door and the Indian Air Force logo along with some antennas on top of the aircraft. Here we have the aft cargo door. Normally the registration of the aircraft would be here but has been moved to the tail. Here is the flag of India, some markings for the vertical stabilizer, the grey color rudder and the horizontal stabilizer in great detail. Now that we've had a detailed look at the right side of the aircraft, let's check out the left side of the aircraft and also see if there are any visible differences on the other side. Apart from the same radome and cockpit windows, the one major difference is the presence of the outflow valves on the left side of the aircraft that are not present on the right side. Other than that, the livery is identical on both sides, of course, including the tricolor cheat line and the L2 door with the emblem of India, the Bharat India titles. The left midsection of the aircraft is identical to the right side with no major differences. Here are the exhaust vent markings on the left side that are absent on the right side. Here are the L4 and the L5 door along with the Indian Air Force emblem. Once again, here we have the registration of the aircraft, the flag of India and the grey rudder panel. Here is the horizontal stabilizer and the very detailed APU exhaust, which is not a print but three-dimensional. Lastly, here we have the aft outflow valve below the L5 passenger door. As for the top view of the wing, here we have the passenger evacuation markings, the markings for taxiing the aircraft using the camera, the very well detailed leading edge of the wing including the slats and the hook markings in yellow and the nose step line. As for the trailing edge, we have the flaps, the spoiler panels, the flap track fairings, the ailerons and the raked wingtip itself, along with the Indian Air Force emblem. Now here's a front overview of the aircraft. The Inflight200 mold is spot on and the wing flex is just right. Similarly, here is an overview of the aircraft from the backside and it looks absolutely stunning. Now let me just show you some small details on this aircraft that give it a 10 on 10. Here is the inboard landing light and the landing lights that are on the nose gear of the aircraft. Here is the fan blade details and the fan blades individually spin. And now finally, here is the aircraft mounted on its stand. Goes without saying, the Inflight200 777 mold is the best in the market right now and I would highly recommend this model to any collector. The only minor issue I faced with this model is in fact the display stand. The aircraft does not sit level on it and tends to bank a little to the left side, which can be a little annoying. Let me know in the comments below if you have any hacks I can use to keep the aircraft leveled while displaying it on the stand. Apart from this minor issue, of course, I rate this model a complete 10 on 10. And now here's the aircraft with the landing gear retracted in the gear up configuration. How do you like displaying your airplane models, with the gear up or gear down? Let me know in the comments below. That brings us to the conclusion of this video. If you found any value in this video, please do make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your collector friends, and if you have any questions, feel free to message me in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care and bye bye.